Let's play it, y'all. I do these narrations so that people know what's going on with me. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, cool. Let me see. Yeah.
And it was a court official that did it at work, on the job theft. So you're getting an official letter from the courts about a theft. They stole something that you could have inherited or something that was due to you. They did it through the courts and they made it look legal, but it was completely illegal. Yeah, a court official is about to go to jail for what was stolen from you. Theft, right here. Yep. You're going to have to go on a journey to obtain this. Yeah, but it's...
I do these narrations, you know, because I got to have a social life at some point. And it's like anybody I come in contact with, they're going to be like, yo, why you move the way you move? This is why.
Coming to you, this gift. Somebody left you a gift through the courts. Now they're being blocked. They were perpetrating like they were rich or they had money. They were living off of your money that you got through the courts. Some court officials were stealing and embezzling money. They're in trouble. They can...
I mean, can you imagine that, guys? Court officials, the people who get sworn in to abide by the law. I don't know what percentage, but let's imagine if half of them was dirty. These are people who control inheritances, all kind of stuff. Sick.
Ready to go to jail. They know that they're going to prison. These people have, they went in and they got counsel and everything. They know they're going to jail for what they did. Somebody gonna have to tell you what they did. This court official, maybe that's a part of, or you're gonna hear about it. They have to testify on what they did in the justice system. Somebody already got counsel. They know you gotta find out about this shit. They do not want you to find out. But see, it's the point of, if you're a high priest, a high priestess, they don't want to admit you right. These are some fucking sore losers. It was all good when they were casting illusions and stealing from you through the courts. Now it's a fucking rap. Everybody's going to know you were telling the truth, and that what these people did to try to shut you up, to try to steal from you. They went around and they spread all these rumors about you to distract from what they were doing in the courts. You spoke about what they did in the courts, and they said, oh, they crazy, they lying. No, you're fucking accurate as hell. This is why they are mad. Everybody's going to know you were telling the truth the whole time, and these were the liars and the schemers. God is bringing out the truth about what they did to you through this court system and how they stole and how they lied on you when you said that they were stealing from you. And they laughed. Like, well, they ain't gonna never get it, or they ain't gonna never get the court paperwork. Yeah, because they was sending your court documents to the wrong place and shit. They can't do it anymore. Whatever type of connection they had in the courts, they cannot do it anymore. It's blocked. They'll never be able to do this again. And the motherfucker's going to jail for stealing. Court official. This is official people.
If you can't trust the courts, I'm telling you, that's man, that's bad, man. All these people they all gotta go to jail. All of them. All of them.
There's been an investigation done. These people are completely cut off and blocked. Or you had somebody that's in the court that they traveled to obtain something that belonged to you. And they got embarrassed. Oh, they definitely got embarrassed. So instead of doing their job in your local courthouse or wherever,
Tell you something, guys, it's not fun to be followed by cops and undercovers every day, all day that you out and about. That's not what I imagine my life to be.
whatever court this is in,
Talking about for protection though. But still, that's not a normal life.
they were sending letters and stuff to their self or at vacant properties, and they were going to pick up the letters or paperwork that belonged to you. Or if you inherited like a house, the mail is going to a house that you inherited, but you don't know about the house because they've been stealing your mail.
Best part of this, guys, is like, well, at least I know why everybody was acting so funny. People that I knew from the past. Now I know why I was seeing all these angel numbers. Now I mean everything, and believe me, guys, this has been a process for me where I've had time to heal. It's not all bad. I've had time to heal. I've had time to focus on what I need to do with my life next. You know, and despite if this situation or when it gets resolved, I don't exactly know. I get up every day and listen to stuff like this because this whole world. I mean, well, I start from this country. A lot of things going on in this country is just not good. So whether things get resolved with me tomorrow, next month, next year, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of money to have investigations and follow people around and protect people. I mean, it's amazing how much money, resources are wasted just because you got a bunch of corrupt people in the government and the courts. That's just a bunch of wasted resources.
Somebody's living in his house. These people going to jail. They had to travel to do this. They had to travel and pretend to be you. Court officials was doing this shit. They're going to throw the book at these people because they know better. And this has to be given back to you because it was an inside job through the courts. Everything that was stolen from you, whether they had some type of bank account set up that belonged to you and the courts were digging in it, or whatever you inherited through the courts, or that was supposed to go in your favor. Any hardships that you experienced while these people were stealing from you in the court system, they have to rectify. They have to fix it. Like, say somewhere you were in poverty, you couldn't afford to pay your bills, you may have had to move or something like that. They got to pay for this. Anything on your record after they start stealing this money, they have to make it right. You can also sue these people for pain and suffering. You can also sue people for the rent that you had to pay while they were stealing your house, or they had your house, or while they're living in your house, using it as an Airbnb. I'm getting for some people. These people in trouble. They have to fucking pay you. You can sue these people for every fucking thing that they gain. You can sue these people for your hardships. Again, pain and suffering, because if they won't steal it from you, you would have had the house to live in, right or wrong. These people know.
It was all just a trap, guys. Because you think I want to live in a house where people knew where my house is gonna be, that was inherited to me, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's corrupt knows where you live now. You can see God's hand in all this.
Like, if you have private investigators, your family members hired private investigators to try to find dirt on you, the motherfucking private investigators know you're not dirty, and they got to tell the truth. That's what they doing. They keeping an eye on you, and that's what they were doing. They were hiring private investigators and keeping an eye on you while they were stealing from you. Look at this.
Can you imagine that, guys? Not only being stolen from, but the criminals using that money to gang stalk you and pay people to follow you around. Can you imagine?
There's a false marriage here. Yeah, somebody is homeless. Somebody is about homeless, and it could be this court official. Because of this dishonesty. These people are getting some terrible karma for what they did to you. They're crying. They need to cry. They need to cry. While you were displaced, some of you are parents, single parents, and these people were sitting back laughing in the courts. The people that were sworn in to uphold the community, abide by the community. These are the motherfuckers that were stealing. They're going to make an example out of these folks. Yeah, death card. That's why somebody crying. Somebody could have got news that they were dying. Somebody could have had cancer or something like that. Yep. These people in sorrow because you could be held in high honor. The thieves. They masked up to steal this shit, pretended to be you, pretended to be somebody else. And they were expecting a good outcome. I'm getting a download because somebody was saying, hey, once we get all this money, we take this person out, or we finish stealing all this money through the courts, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to buy you this, we're going to get some good money. They ain't getting shit. And you can sue their ass. And the courts got to pay you back. Pain and suffering. Yeah, you will be celebrating. It's definitely a home. Yeah, that's the truth. this house. These people are in despair, worried because they've been defeated. They're heartbroken because they were promising out money that they're never going to get. They owe people money for gang stalking you. They owe people money, like judges and lawyers and shit like that. They owe people in their community, their lodge, their organization that they belong to. They owe out a lot of money. And everybody was waiting for this money to come in. It's not happening. Yeah, these people are disappointed because they have to abandon this. There's some heavy evidence in the mix. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're fucking livid. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. They are fucking mad. They're gonna be broke. These are greedy people that plotted on you and stole from you. They are in big trouble with the fucking law. And they have to walk away from this. They've been exposed to the utmost. Somebody got caught red-handed, and that's the truth. The clarity has come out. They didn't want you to be seen as the victim that you are. They didn't want people to know what they were doing to you. But there's evidence. Somebody went in and did some research on these folks. This shit is definitely coming out. That's why they're heartbroken. They didn't want you to know that, hey, you were right. They didn't want, no. They knew you knew. They thought it was funny that you knew what they were doing, and they kept doing it. They kept doing it. Taunted. Teased you. Went around, paid people to spread false rumors on you to make themselves look right. Oh, they lying on me. They lying on me. I ain't never been no liar. When I was a kid, I used to tell the truth and go ahead and take my punishment like a G. Yep, I did it. Okay? But in this situation, these are people that lied. Their organization told them lie, and we're going to fix it in the background. What they mean by fix it, they pay people. They lie. But the lies are exposed. They can't lie anymore. It's concrete evidence. They're sitting up here interviewing, like authorities are interviewing somebody, they still lying nonstop with the evidence spread on the table. Nope, I don't know. Yep, lawyer. They're like, well, we got all the evidence right here. We see you going into the bank. We see this not you, and it wasn't the divine masculine or the feminine, because we also had cameras on them as well. So you're the one that were in the bank, or you're the one that went behind the scenes and hurt somebody, and they still lying with black and white pictures, with pictures right there on the fucking table. Yeah, somebody's mad at you about to find out about what was happening. Somebody's trying to rush in. Yep, somebody went in and investigated and found out that you're the true heir or you're the true owner of something, and these people were lying on you. They were scamming people, trying to set you up in the justice system. If you have family members that work like in the courts, they were trying to find reasons to set you up. I told you my cousin kept trying to get me violated every time I look. There's a jury duty paperwork coming. Bitch, I don't even live in that county, and you know that, bitch, because you live right by my mama's house. But they were trying to do anything behind the scenes. Oh, this person ain't show up for jury duty. This person, bitch, I don't even live there, and you know that. They were trying to do anything to try to violate me because they were stealing the money in the courthouse. Yeah, thought it was some type of competition. They ain't nobody. They don't have no money. They struggling. No, bitch, you stole. You're the fucking liar. You're the thief. You're the one that's struggling because you stealing out the courts after you were sworn in. Okay? Yeah, they got to move on, leaving behind. They have to leave this theft, this embezzling money from the courts behind. They have to. There's too much evidence on these people. It went from he say, she say to fucking hardcore evidence. So everybody know you telling the truth. Your family, your friends, this ex, whoever that did this to you, this organization, they don't want people to know that you were telling the truth. It has to come out. It's going to be black and white. And the more that they're doing magic to try to contain this, but the more that they try to contain it, the bigger it's going to become. Like it's going to trade world news. Like you're going to be celebrating. You're going to get what belongs to you. Yeah, fulfillment is coming into your life. Whatever these people were doing behind the scenes to gain off of you, whether they were stealing your time, your energy, your money, disturbing your peace, hiring people to get in your business, all of this is going to come out in this court case on how obsessed these people were over you. It's black and white. It's evidence.
It's going to be World News Part 1. That's what we're going to title this. We definitely going to do a Part 2 to this, guys, all right?